Yesterday, I brought your favourite DC lawyer, John Witherspoon, on to discuss how Meghan Markle is threatening to fire her lawyer for all her brand blunders. Today, though, we're discussing if Meghan Markle really has 3 months until American Riviera Orchard is shut down by the Trademark Office for good. Is this true? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yes, let's jump into this with your favourite DC lawyer, John Witherspoon. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, mate. Happy to have you here. And yeah, we were going through yesterday's video whereby it seems like Megs is trying to throw her lawyer under the bus for her own brand blunders in trying to set up American Riviera Orchard with the Trademark Office. However, something that we didn't discuss that we wanted to wait until today is this notion now that she has been granted a 3-month extension with the Trademark Office. Now, here, Radar Online is quoting an application that was submitted with a serial number of 98441826, American Riviera Orchard, which, thanks to John, we have the document right here. And so here, the little element that she's trying to trademark is American Riviera Orchard. We can see here the correspondence information is the lawyer, which we reported yesterday. Apparently, she's threatening to fire and blaming her for her own brand blunders rather than looking into the mirror. We can also see here that she has paid the $125 to submit this application for extension. One thing, though, that Radar Online failed to report on is that actually there were 2 applications that were submitted for a 3-month extension. Here's the other one here, serial number 98457569. And she's also trying to trademark the literal element of ARO, American Riviera Orchard. Again, we've got Marjorie Norman here, the lawyer that apparently Megsy's wanting to fire or threatening at the very least, and another fee of $125 being submitted. The thing is, though, what is going to happen after this 3-month extension? Could Meghan Markle have another extension after this? Or is it all done and dusted? Could the Trademark Office shut down American Riviera Orchard for good once this 3-month extension is done and dusted? John, take it away and explain exactly what's going on here, mate.
Yeah, Steph, thank you for having me again. It would not be shutting down American Riviera Orchard, but what they would do is potentially cancel the American Riviera Orchard brand name as a potential pending trademark, and also cancel the little squiggly, however you want to describe it, A on top of an R, allegedly on top of an O, which was one of the problems that the trademark examiner couldn't find the O, or so he said. She could continue to use the brand American Riviera Orchard. However, the big problem would be that so could everybody else. I could start selling things under the name American Riviera Orchard because there would not be trademark protection, and she might have some quibble or quarrel with that somehow. And you know, the main point being there would not be a form of protection from the United States government saying you and only you, Meghan Markle, can use the trademark American Riviera Orchard, and you and only you, Meghan Markle, can sell products under that, and you would have the right to then go into federal court and sue anybody who even in a lot of ways came close to causing confusion about American Riviera Orchard. And as we recall, there were a number of problems. As I mentioned a moment ago, there was no O that the trademark examiner could find in her little cursive squiggly logo. or so he said. That was an issue for him. Then there was also the issue of Harry and David coming along and saying, hey, you know what? We've got a problem with this because we think that what she is going to sell purportedly under the trademark name American Riviera Orchard is confusingly close to what we are already selling in the form of pears and gift baskets and so forth under the trademarked term Royal Riviera. And then there's also the issue of her using American Riviera in the name of her proposed company and in the proposed trademark. That's problematic because it refers to a well-known geographic region, and she would not be able to effectively exclude other people from using American Riviera in terms of American Riviera Plumbing or American Riviera Painting Service or American Riviera Car Wash, whatever you want to say. So those are the problems that she needs to overcome. Frankly, I don't think they're that insurmountable. I'm not an intellectual property attorney or a trademark attorney, but I don't see these as being particularly difficult to overcome. She either needs to constrain the number of items that she's proposing to sell from American Riviera Orchard, or she needs to clean up her little squiggly doodle, whatever it is, AR something or other, or she needs to just rename the firm. And that she would not be the first person that would stumble across a problem like that and have to take some sort of corrective action. It's no big deal. It's sort of nothing to be ashamed of, although she should have really seen it coming, I think. I'm sure her lawyer pointed out to her these problems. But at the end of 90 days from that document that we just were looking at on the screen, that will be it. You are not entitled to ask for another 90-day or 3 month extension. She has already had 3 months to respond to the initial office action identifying these potential problems with her trademark applications. For whatever reason, and I can't quite imagine what it would be, she did not get around to fixing them within the allotted time. So as Stef pointed out, she's paid the fee. She has filed for an extension for another 3 months, which she's entitled to do. There's no question about that. But they make very clear in the correspondence from the trademark office that there can only be one request for an extension per office action. So she has just requested that extension. And if she doesn't get her act together and get these problems resolved to the satisfaction of the trademark examiner and potentially to the Board of Appeals and other people that she can ask for some sort of intervention, then the trademark is effectively canceled. And if that happens, as I said, anybody else can come in and start trading under the name of American Riviera Orchard or something very similar to it. And she would not be able to go into federal court and say, hey, you need to stop that because you're infringing on my trademark. So again, I'm not quite sure why she couldn't get this straightened out in the initial 90 days that she was allowed. But now she's asked for the extension. Again, she's entitled to ask for that. But if she doesn't get it straightened out, she can continue selling stuff if she wants to, but she's not going to have any trademark protection. She's not going to have the United States government standing behind the trademark, prepared to defend her in the event that somebody else tries to infringe on the mark and give her a hard time. So it's either sort of, I agree, it's sort of do or die at this particular juncture. And I'll just mention as well, Brittany over on Royal News Network has done a fantastic job analyzing not only the trademark aspect, but just the sort of aspect in terms of this is no way to run a railroad, really. So much confusion about exactly what she's going to sell. There were multiple applications for trademarks to begin with. Yeah, there's Brittany's website. She does a fantastic job. She bangs away on the business decision aspect of American Riviera Orchard constantly. She does a great job calling that out. And I think she's exactly right in a lot of what she says. So this is, I view this not only as a legal problem, but as Brittany points out, it's also a business operations problem. And that's really, I think, what's most troubling about the situation.
So, going around full circle here, is Meghan Markle at risk of American Riviera Orchard being shut down in 3 months' time by the Trademark Office for good? Well, not quite. She could still operate under American Riviera Orchard, but after 3 months, if all these issues have not been rectified, then so could everyone else as well, which would be a big major problem for Megsy and one that she definitely would not like. With that being said, guys, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever. And if you've got some very strong opinions on whether you think Megsy's American Riviera Orchard trademark application will be shut down in the next 3 months, do you think she'll rectify everything? I bet you got some thoughts about that, then why not send me a super thanks? It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And if you guys have any questions for John about what is discussed in today's video or any other videos that he's appeared on in this channel, then make sure you head on over to Instagram at WitherspoonDC. It's the only place you're able to contact him to ask him any questions. He may not be able to answer them all, but he will try and get to you if he can. And guys, calm your tits. I know you're noticing the prince has a picture right there. John, what are you going to do with this picture?
I'll replace it with a picture of me, which is far more interesting to look at than the Prince Harry picture.
I would definitely agree with that. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all your faces. Until the next time, you guys. Laters.
Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops.